Are you paying GST when you don't have to? Could you actually be saving money legally? Today, we are talking about something that can make a real difference for businesses and individuals. GST exemptions. Understanding them can keep you from paying unnecessary taxes while ensuring you are fully compliant with Indian laws. So, whether you're a small business owner, a freelancer, or running an NGO, this video is for you. Stay till the end because I'll be sharing real case studies that will help you avoid common tax mistakes. Let's start with the basics. What does GST exemption mean? In simple terms, if a product or service is GST exempt, it means you don't have to charge GST on it. It also means you can't claim input tax credit for GST paid on related expenses. But here's the tricky part. Not everything that seems essential is exempt, and not all businesses can automatically claim these exemptions. Let's break this down with a few categories where GST exemptions apply. Basic food items like milk, fresh fruits, vegetables, grains and salt are GST exempt. The idea is simple. Essentials should remain affordable. But here's something you may not know. Branded and packaged food items, usually DO, attracts GST. If you're selling pulses or flour under a registered brand name, you might have to charge GST. So, always check the classification. Moving on to healthcare. Did you know that medical services are mostly GST free? If you visit a doctor or get admitted to a hospital, you don't pay GST on the treatment. However, things like cosmetic surgery, hospital room rent above 5,000 per day except ICU and medicines sold separately may still attract GST. So, just because it's a hospital service doesn't automatically mean it's exempt. Education is another area where exemptions exist. Schools, colleges and universities recognized by law don't have to pay GST on tuition fees. But extra services like transportation, catering food or renting out school halls for private events might be taxable. A recent ruling in National Board of Examinations versus Union of India case clarified that while exams and certifications are part of education, value-added services like printed study materials or coaching classes from private institutions can attract GST. So, if you're running an educational business, it's important to check which part of your service is exempt and which is taxable. Now, let's talk about a common mistake businesses make, assuming all religious or charitable activities are GST free. Temples, mosques and churches don't pay GST on donations. But if they rent out halls or shops on their premise for commercial use, GST applies. A case from the Karnataka Authority of Advance Ruling clarified this. If a temple rents out its property and earns more than Rs 10,000 per month per unit, GST must be paid. So, if you are managing a charitable trust, keep your revenue streams classified correctly. Let's switch to businesses. Many small businesses qualify for GST exemptions under the composite scheme or the Rs 40 lakh threshold limit, 20 lakhs for service providers. But here's a word of caution. If you sell online through platforms like Amazon or Flipkart, you must register for GST even if your turnover is below the limit. This is something many small sellers miss and it leads to penalties. So, how can you check if you are eligible for GST exemption? Here's a quick checklist. First, does your product or service fall under the accepted category? 2. Is your annual turnover below the GST threshold? 3. Are you providing healthcare, education or social welfare services? 4. Are you selling locally or through an e-commerce platform? If you are still unsure, it's always best to consult a tax expert before making any assumptions. Understanding GST exemptions can help you save money and avoid legal trouble. If this video helped you clarify things, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more legal insights that can save your time, money and effort. If you have any questions or personal experiences with GST exemptions, drop them in the comments below. Let's keep this discussion going. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.